Hi, this is Kate from Izzalicious Designs. Today I thought I would show you how to make my little 4-leaf clover. This is it here. I've done it in a lighter green, a darker green, and today I'm going to sort of use this almost tealy colour green. It's a hook only design, and my hook of choice for when I do these sorts of projects is a 2.75mm. It's a Clover soft touch, and I really do like this hook. It's also known as a C hook. We are going to use our loom briefly to do our magic ring, and I'm going to zoom in so you can see what I'm doing. If this is your first time at using crochet techniques, you might want to look at the beginner's guide to Loomigurumi video that I have on my channel, and that might help you do some of the stitches. But otherwise, let's get started. Take your single band and wrap it around your hook once, your loom, and twice. So you have 3 little loops on your loom, okay? Using 5 bands, one at a time, you're going to push your hook through that band on your loom and pull the first one back and reclaim it, and then take the side closest to you up and over as if you're doing a little slip knot. We're going to do that with all of them. Push it back down, leaving that loop on your hook, okay? And then take this one over, and you have 2 little slip knots. You're going to join those together by taking the one closest to you up and over and budge it around. Push your hook back down, grab the 3rd band and one over the other. Again, you've got your 2 little slip knots, join them together, one over the other. And when you have all 5 knotted nicely, we're going to take that off our loom and push our loom out the way because we don't need it at the minute or anymore. Spread these little bands around your circle. This is your magic ring, okay? Just spread them around so they're evenly spaced. Now, what we're going to do first of all, if you have a count, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and your 5th stitch is on your hook. You're going to push your hook through that first stitch, take a single band, drag it through, and drag it through that the 5th stitch, we don't have a 6th stitch, like that, and reclaim. So basically that's kind of like a slip stitch, okay? You're going to chain 1 and 2. This is our first stitch of the chain. 2nd and 3rd. We're going to push our hook through the first chain, the first stitch of the chain. Take a single band and pull it through, and you're now going to take this side of your loop, this side of the band, and put it over like that. Reclaim, and let's join these together. The 3 loops you're going to join with 1 band like that. Go back through that first stitch, single band, pull it through and reclaim, single band, pull through. Don't reclaim just yet. You're going to take this one up and over, just the one side, you've got the other side here, and now reclaim and join them together. We're going to do that again. Through that first stitch, pull through, grab your 2nd band, pull it through but don't reclaim. This one goes up and over, then you reclaim, and then you join them together with a single band. Back through this first stitch again. We're doing all the work in this first stitch. Back through that first stitch again, single band, pull through, slide this one over, reclaim, and now you're going to join those 3 loops up with a single band. Now what we have to do is a slip stitch, so we're going back through here, through the first stitch again, single band, pull it through that first stitch, but then add those loops to it too, reclaim, one over the other. Okay, so that was all in that first stitch. We're now going to go to this 2nd stitch here. Alright, so here's our 2nd stitch, single band, pull it through, but we want this little loop here to be added, so add that in and reclaim. We're now going to do chain 1 and another one, and here's our first chain, and we're going to do the same that we just did here, but we're going to do it in this stitch here, this first stitch. So push your hook through, and we start off by doing a single one, so in, add that to the loop, reclaim, join them all together, back through that first stitch, one band, reclaim. Your second band, pull it through, don't reclaim, you're going to add this on, now you reclaim and you join it together, back through that first stitch, first band, reclaim, second band, pull through, add that to it and reclaim, and then we can take another band and add those, join those all together. Now we do the single one, single band, pull through, add to it, you've got your 3 loops, join your 3 loops together. Now we have to do a slip stitch, so we come in here, it's through the first loop of the first chain, pull your hook through, add those 2 loops to it, okay, reclaim, one over the other, and now we're going to go into our third. So we were working in this one, we're now in this stitch here, push your hook through, single band, pull it through, but let's add that loop to it, reclaim, and now we're going to chain 1 and 2. We're now ready to do the next little leaf, so go through your first chain, single band, don't reclaim it, you're going to push it through that little loop so that you have 3 loops on your hook, join them all up, back through that first loop of the chain, our first band, our second band, add that loop to it, reclaim, join them up, back through that first chain, first band, second band, don't reclaim, add that loop to it, now reclaim, join them up, back through that first chain, 1 band only this time, add that loop to it, reclaim, join them together. Now we have to do our little slip stitch, so back down here, single band, pull it through, add both of those loops to it, reclaim, one over the other. Now we're ready for our 4th stitch. That's going to go in this little loop here, single band, pull through, add the loop from the 3rd leaf and reclaim, chain 1, chain 2. Here's our first chain, we're going to push our hook through it, single band, pull through, add that little loop to it, reclaim, join them together, back through that first chain, first band, second band, add the loop, reclaim, join together, back through that first chain, first band, second band, add the loop, reclaim, join together, back through that first loop, the first chain, single band, add the loop, reclaim, join. Now we're going to do our little slip stitch, pull it through, add both the loops, reclaim, one over the other. Now there's our 4 little leaves, okay, for our little 4-leaf clover. So now we're going to actually make the stem. So what I'm going to do, take a single band, stretch it, figure 8, loop it on itself. Taking my hook, I'm going back through the stitch that I've just been working on, which is this one here. I'm going to grab that band, pull it through, add my loop to it that was on my hook, and reclaim. Okay, I'm going to take another single band, figure 8, loop it on itself, and this makes the stem of the clover tighter. You can make it as long or as short as you want, it's completely up to you. And you just cap the band by doing a figure 8, stretch it, figure 8, loop it on itself, and pull it through. When you're ready to tie off, single band and pull it through, and then just tie a slip knot. It's easier with a single band because it's not going to, I guess it kind of tightens up better. If you use a double band, it's more bulky and it doesn't tie off as nice. Now these, it doesn't matter if they're not perfectly flat because it's a clover. If you want them perfectly flat, then just sort of position them and flatten them down. But it's a clover, it's a little flower. They're supposed to be a little bit higgledy-piggledy, that's the technical term. All I did to hide this, I go through the center here of my little clover stem and pull the tie-off band back, and I sort of just thread it through the stem a bit. I try not to pull it too hard because I don't want to distort the shape of the stem, but just pull it back so that it's hidden like that. And there you have your little 4-leaf clover. I really hope you enjoy making it. Take care. Bye.